Hi, this is Michael with Back to the Future Trading, and this is another episode of NinjaTrader Unplugged. As one of my favorite movie characters, Nacho Libre, said, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We're going to use some free NinjaTrader indicators here to put together a really cool little system that I like. And here's what I'd like to show you. I've got two indicators on my chart. One straight out of the NinjaTrader toolbox, nothing extra added, pure-blooded NinjaTrader indicator goodness. And it's a Bollinger Band. One of the unsung heroes of the indicator world. A lot of people really shy away from it, but there's so much there to offer, and we're going to use it in a rather unconventional way today, I think. So I've set the parameters here to have two standard deviations around a 50-period average. And then down here I've monkeyed with some of the graphical settings because, let's be honest, whoever designed the NinjaTrader indicators and put them in here didn't give us the clearest, most striking graphics in the default section. So I've taken the liberty to kind of blow up the lines that we want to be using here today. And you can play with the colors. I'm going to save them like they are in my template. But there's two indicators in here. One you've already got in your NinjaTrader list, and that's the Bollinger Band. And then the second is one of the indicators that I've given you in the Dropbox, the Divergence Input Series. So when you go to the NinjaTrader Unplugged Dropbox, you'll see that one of the indicators up there is the Divergence Input Series indicator. I give those away to everybody that comes through this pipeline here. So there's a total of 3 indicators that are included in there, and the one we're using is the Divergence Input Series. Now let's take a look at what we've got. This is a pretty simple system for those of you that are starting out in gold, and we can use this in crude. You could use it on the E-mini S&P. And what I've got here is essentially a combination of trend and counter trend entries. Let me show you what I mean. Let's go back here and I'll show you what I got. The Divergence Input Series is referencing volume. So here I've got it set to a 5-range chart. Make sure in your Divergence Input Series that your price period and price type always match the bars that you're using. And I like to use range bars because they take the whippiness out of the market, right? And then I've got a sensitivity setting of 2 and 2. And then down here on Input Series, when I clicked on it, I clicked on that little box and I chose VOL. So the settings here are essentially 5 range, don't show the swings, false, a sensitivity of 2 bars before and after. And then when I click on Input Series and it takes me to the drop-down list under the indicators, I choose VOL for volume. Now, here's where the intrigue and mystery kick in. When you're looking at these indicators, I want you to consider the following. If you have a trend signal, so use the middle band of the Bollinger Bands as your trend direction. So if the trend is moving down and you have a candle close below with a red arrow signal, it's telling us that people are selling into this high. The volume is shifting from buy to sell. And a lot of it is happening, enough where the indicators noticed. And so when that's the case, use the close of the bar as the entry, and then use the high of the bar as the stop, or 1 tick above, whichever you prefer. What I'd like you to consider doing then is, if the trade worked, go for either A, the opposite band, or B, the opposite color signal. So let's write those rules out. Let me pause the video. So boom, enter with trend. Stop at the high or the low of the signal, maybe 1 tick above or below if you want to give yourself some wiggle room. Target opposite band or opposite divergence input series signal. So this is clearly a stop out. Now watch as we start to move forward through the session. The moving average is coming up, it's coming up, it's coming up, and ding! Green arrow above the blue line, entry in the direction of the trend. Moving back down, lower, 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 lower. Here, signal closes below the moving average. The target is the opposite band. The blue line is still moving down, moving down, moving down, moving down. Refocus the chart. Close of the bar, stop a tick above, stopped out. We get to the next green bar. Now let's watch this one play out. We're looking for it to go up to the red bar. It pulls down one tick below the entry, so that would be a stop out. We're watching for the next entry, and then here it is. Enter at this candle close, 1193, and now we're going for the upper band, but we'll take the close of the next opposite red dot, which is +5. Now we don't have any signal here. It's below, it's below, it's above, it's above. And then look, we get to the next signal. The close of that candle is 1196.8. We have time to enter, and we get into the opposite divergence input series signal for a total of 10 ticks. Now, this thing does the same. We come in, we put our stop now where? Stop is one tick below the low, which is 1196.2. Where's the target? The target's going to be when we touch that upper line, which in this case looks like it's right there at 19 ticks up. So this is a great little system, and as you work your way forward, you can see some of the entries and the exits and how those signals work. Look for a signal in the direction of the trend, get out at the band or the opposite signal. Look for the signal in the direction of the trend, get out at the opposite Bollinger band or at the next red signal, or green if it's the opposite. So I'm going to save this template in the workspace. It'll say NinjaTrader Unplugged, Bollinger bands, Bollinger Diverge. How about that? Let me tell you what it's going to be. That'll be the name of the template that I'm going to save. And again, you're going to need the Divergence Input Series indicator that I've included in the Unplugged Dropbox. How do you get that? It's simple enough. Just go to this web address right here, backtothefuturetrading.com/unplugged. Just put your name and email in there, and I'll send you a link to the Dropbox where the indicators and the templates are. So again, in conclusion, combination of trend signals with counter trend volatility bands or signals to help get you out of the trade using, as you can see, a much larger reward in most cases than the 5 or 6 ticks worth of risk going in. Play with the settings, play with the bar sizes. Let me know what you think. I'm Michael from Back to the Future Trading, proud to offer you this NinjaTrader Unplugged series. Be careful out there, and let me know if you have any questions.